Hey there, folks. I am currently working on Fazland again, adding some weird looking plant life to a tree. It's a camera. But yeah, because I'm realizing this park needs some security. But I want it, depending on the place, kind of hidden. I mean, that's kind of hidden, not the best, but yeah, it's just a weird shaped fruit. Never mind. Let's darken that green a bit, and hopefully it'll hide it a bit better, maybe. Doubtful. Oh, better. There we go. Now it's just... yeah. Totally not suspicious at all. Hey, Velther. Hey, Spring Jelly. How is everyone doing? And true enough, it is very suspicious. Much like another one that I was like, maybe I could make this look like it's a part of it, but it's like, nah, that's a security camera. That is definitely a security camera. No doubts. But news on the park as well. I finally finished, because I told you guys I was going to do a little extra work at some point on the Roxy's Raceway. It is now fully finished. Kind of decided to do for last touches to it, kind of block off the view. So when you're in here, you really just see like Roxy's Raceway ride and nothing else. And then I designated some areas. I chose some spots. This is going to be for a Monty Gator themed boat ride that I will most likely be building in this stream. Because I felt, why not? And then this will be for a Funtime Freddy ride. Which I may start building that first. Because I kind of like the idea of that. Because I think I mentioned last stream, I'm not sure. But basically just do like a very kid-friendly feeling ride. But then it's very like, you know, kind of trying to kill you at a certain point in the ride. So let's see what we got here. Look, you can't necessarily like actually kill the patrons in it, but you can make it kind of like somebody would die if they actually rode this in real life. Like, for instance, there's actually a roller coaster in this game that I built that the velocity and everything would basically kill you to ride it. The speed and the force of this thing would kill you. None of the people in the park rode it because the game kind of acknowledged that fact that it was so much G-force and stuff that it would kill you. Yeah, it's still pretty bad that I like could make that. Let's see here. So, are people actually riding this thing? I do not know. But yeah, I think we'll go a track ride though, instead of like a little coastery type of ride. Because I feel for how I want to lay this thing out, it would work the best as that. You can still have some like energy and stuff. Plus, I don't know why, but this kind of this ride car, I don't know. I kind of get a certain Funtime Freddy-esque vibe here. in a weird way, kind of fun time animatronic vibe. I don't know. That's to me. I'm weird though. So let's see. Stop track. Plus, fun fact about this game. Once this track is down, we can actually speed these things up quite a bit. So let's see, start off fairly normal track type here. I want to undo that though, because I didn't want it to tunnel out the ground like that. There we go. And then we'll kind of turn oof to the side a little bit to start it. Because here comes the crazy stuff. Let's see, then we go up. Straighten it out. Turn it a bit. Ah, come on, let me turn it. I forget. It's been a while since I've done this function in the game. Guess we'll just have it do a drop then. Okay, no, that definitely won't work out visually either. Yeah, we'll have it go that, then straighten out here, yeah. And then we'll come back around. And to this way. This is gonna be one heck of a weird ride. But then again, it's based on Funtime Freddy, so that kind of works. That kind of works. Especially because, as I said, it's going to be like, it may be a kid's ride, but once I build it, because I want to, usually for when I do enclosed rides, I try and build them, then I'll enclose them, and then I'll test them. You know, well, sorry, brain. Then I'll test them before I enclose them to know that, like, you know, how fast this thing goes, where it'll work out for stopping and starting. Now, as they get back to the station area, we're gonna kind of mess with this a bit more. Kind of rock them back and forth. Which I did actually build a roller coaster that did that and at high speeds, and basically when riding it, like I think in real life, even with safety straps, this thing would fling people out of it. Which was kind of the point, because I was designing it off of something for a character I did in a roleplay years ago. And I was like, I want to build his coaster to actually experience this like villain's coaster, because it was supposed to be a roller coaster for a supervillain that was a entrance to his house, and the way it was supposed to end, which I couldn't do in this game, was just this massive wall covered in mattresses that then the like minecart ride car that you were in gets flung into and lands on just a pile of mattresses and pillows. So it was supposed to be a very insane ride as is for that one. I'm used to doing that for these. All right, now. Yes. 22 miles per hour. Sorry, I have to regain my composure there. Let's ride this sucker. No, in the seat, in the seat. Wow, this is kind of sluggish. Still, though, I'm hoping maybe, if this doesn't work, we can always do something else. But yeah, it's also gonna be more around the theming that I think that it'll make it work, maybe. It's not like a coaster, so mind you, it won't get too fast when it goes down these hills and stuff, you know. It's gonna be a fairly mild ride in that sense, but that's more to lure people in, is another reason why I feel it'll be okay. Now we're getting closer to a part where the track gets a little weird due to like wobbling and dips and hills. So that'll at least kind of add some thrill to it. Good, good. Okay, so we've got some slight fear and excitement, more excitement. Because as I said before in a previous stream, those little bars, they kind of matter on if people will ride it or not. And I'm aiming to have people ride it so we can lure them in to the trap. Mind you, that's not for the customers to hear. That's for you guys to hear. Ooh, now for the part to kind of jostle them a bit. Rocked back and forth. Coming up right about here, yeah. Which that'll kind of tie in with what's going to happen as well. And then you come out the other side. All right. Oh, now we wait for it to get done and get into the station. And we're good. And I think I may also need to add some more cars to this sucker. Let's see here. Okay, that's the side that we needed it. Now let's go to operations, number of trains, 2. I would say 2, yeah. Train speed, here we go. Now we're talking. Because that was just the speed that it exits at. Okay. Now let's see this sucker go. Okay, now we're talking. This is much better. Hey! And I am working on a Funtime Freddy ride today, folks. And yeah, that's what I'm working on, Rebecca, is that. A Funtime Freddy one. And yes, I do know Welcome Home, actually. I was curious about it because they were looking for voice actors. Hey! They were looking for voice actors, I believe. And I can't say pretty much anymore because when I opened the file, there was like a non-disclosure agreement, so I don't want lawyers on me. And okay, well, unless it's Helpy and he's just hanging out, because that would be cool. But yeah, so I do know about that, actually, yes. I know about Welcome Home. And I am curious about it already. Alright, so now we have, yeah, it looks, oh no wait, it looks like it may need less cars on it because it's not functioning too well. So let's go down to, no, let's go down to 2 cars. That'll work either way though. And yeah, then we can build around this sucker and get it, but I want to try riding it now to see like how that waviness feels because I put in some waviness. Oh, the dog. I forget his name, but the dog, just because he, like, I don't know. When I saw the image of the dog character, I was like, oh, this gives me such Ralph from the Muppets vibes in a good way. Like, not like they copied it. It's very original looking, but it just gives me that very, like, laid back, nice, friendly character vibe. Probably if I had the guts to submit, like, an audition, I probably would have given them a kind of Rolf-esque voice for that. If that was, like, I forget off the top of my head what they had said for it, but yeah. Alright, so yeah, this works. This works well for a Funtime Freddy ride. Let's see if it'll be like, yeah, it's okay. Okay, so the cars have enough time to send through. To the next one, it looks like. I think I just need to place an entrance and exit. Oops. Edit track. I hope that that's correct. Yes. Okay, so that was the proper side. Because I was like, is it the right side of the thing that I wanted on? So now that we've got an exit and entrance, we can connect this thing up to the path. Something fancier. Yeah, wood. Cobblestone. Yes. Right, and then we go to path. Let's widen the width of the path, kind of. Open that up for, no. Oh, cues. Okay, so I need to do path. I messed up here, folks. That's why it wasn't working, because that's the other type of path. Alright, now I'll get rid of some of this. Like Sundrop from, Security Breach? Yeah, I can do that. Let me... Alright. It may sound weird, but basically I just, like, bounce up and down a bit before I do Sundrop. Just build up energy. It's weird, but yeah. I have a lost sister and I've never met her. But I never will. It's okay if you don't want to. Oh, sorry, Rat. That's like a blooper that I did a while back. I think I shared this in a stream with people, but I actually at one point read in a Monty ASMR. I was supposed to just, you know, be reading the line, not the sound effects, and I actually said the sound effect, which was slams door angrily. And so there's somewhere in my bloopers, there is Monty just randomly saying slams door angrily. It's a living meme moment, basically. Oh. But yeah, there you go. And yeah, Barnaby, yes, Barnaby, that's the one. I was like, oh, he gives me such Rolf vibes. I love it. And yeah, the Monty ones, they're, oh, I was saying Monty. Like the Monty ASMR. Sorry, I said it wrong. But yeah, the Monty ASMRs. There is a Monty Gator ASMR. That actually has, well, it's not in the ASMR itself, but there's a blooper out there that I saved. I believe I saved it just for the fun of it. That's Monty Gator saying, slams door angrily. Because in the scene, he was supposed to, like, slam a door, and, yeah, I read the sound effect direction that was for me to put the sound effect in, not to say. Oops. So yeah, it was weird but funny at the same time to have a moment like that in a Monty Gator ASMR. I mean, oops. Alright, so I'm gonna spoil part of this for you folks. Although it's not really spoiling it, considering it's a Funtime Freddy ride, so you folks probably already maybe had a feeling that there's gonna be some bad stuff in here. So, let me see. I need to find the items I'm looking for here. Because then we're gonna build like a wall around this. Okay, now we take this, and we move it down. as close as I can here. There we go. Now we'll change the colors to something more Funtime Freddy. Okay, let's scooch that just a bit more this way, actually. And then back some more. Okay, up just a smidge. There we go. Yeah, happy Easter. Oh, which one would I have wanted to do? Either Wally or Barnaby, because I don't know, just like their character images. I'm a person voice acting wise who like I can voice act without an image to go off of, but I really can work off of an image to go off of. Easy, and their images, I don't know, there was something about their character designs and appearances that I just really liked. And if it was just a single one, I would say probably Barnaby. Right, now for the real, I don't know, not for the patrons. For me, it's fun. Because I get to be slightly evil, and it's always, I don't know, it's weirdly fun to be slightly evil in games. Alright, let's see. There you are. Come on, ride car. Come along so I can get a good test here. There we go. Yep, it's a trap for the ride, because I was like, I think I mentioned in the past stream, but I was like, I want to build a Funtime Freddy themed ride where it's all childish and fun. So at first, it's going to be enclosed and very kid friendly vibe. And that's why I designed and tested the ride so it's not too scary, not too thrilling. And then there'll be this stuff after that tunnel. There we go, right in there. Oh, good lord. All I ever think when I think of kids eating glitter glue is joke reaction in character as son. Complete joke here, but hey, you stole from my secret stash. Give it back. More serious reaction. No, 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 no. That's not good for you. Meanwhile, my actual serious idea of son is like, yeah, even if he does eat glitter glue, it's probably him huddled in like his little daycare attendant recharge room, slurping on it, being like, I feel so guilty. Yeah. Alright, there we go. That'll do for that one. Now, let's, yeah, I remember which effect it was. I was needing to take a sec, because I was like, There's an effect in the effects section that'll be great. Yeah, it's basically like alcohol. Oh. Slurp, slurp. It's therapeutic for me. Either that or like that horrible joke in cartoons where they're like, yeah, an alcoholic parent or something, which I don't find that hilarious, honestly. But main point here is that it's just that joke of like, don't talk to daddy's son until he's had his juice. That's a cup filled with glitter glue. I know. uh, all right, let's see. Stick that. Yeah, that's how we'll do this. The amount of jokes about Sunny D that I've thought of for Sun is just endless. One of them that I thought of a while back when I was in VR chat in a Sun avatar was, "Hey, do you want to see my Sunny D?" Pulls out bottle of Sunny D, the little ones. Meanwhile, some simps leaving the room very disappointed. I'm not judging, I'm just saying. I could totally do that. I'm actually thinking about doing some meme videos eventually here as the different characters, just because I found that idea kind of hilarious of doing meme videos as the different characters. Plus, I've been needing to come up with some good ideas for material for my Twitter, honestly, aside from just posting, which I need to get back on this and get working at it again, but posting the previews of the 18 plus ASMRs that I do. Where was it? There we go. We'll just stick that in the center. That'll work for that. And then I want something to kind of even more distract, I guess. So we need some fog or something to block this view. And then under ambience. Yes. That's the stuff. I've actually asked myself that before, yes, of if Sundrop and Moondrop actually sleep. I feel they've been made, like for my versions at least, that they've been made with kind of functions that mimic it. So, like, for instance, Sun and Moon's chest can actually kind of raise and fall like they're breathing for my versions. But it's basically just a little pump, basically, because it's based on, my version of it is based on these weird little things that I used to see. I'm not sure if this product still exists, but they were basically made with, like, fake or real fur, sometimes, like, fake cats. that then had this little thing in it that was attached on the inside, and it would like raise and fall its chest, so it looked like this little sleeping cat thing was actually sleeping. Oh, Sundrop Soda, I totally remember that stuff. I love Sundrop Soda. That stuff was delicious. Me and my random mind now. I just also remembered something I tried again recently, which was like Oreo Cakesters. I was like, oh my gosh, they brought these back. Wow. No, I'm not sponsored. I just really liked them when they were around, so it was like, oh my gosh, they brought these back. Oreo Cakesters. They're these little, like, basically it's like a more, like, brownie almost esque kind of, like, outside to it. Oreo. They're pretty good. I cannot lie. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now we scooch it. Scooch it some more. There we go. That's the ticket. And yeah, it won't be purple when I'm done, mind you. But yeah, in the end, we'll basically just be obscuring this. Like, just covering this stuff with smoke. Actually, the purple kind of goes well, because then it's purple with that white kind of smoke. See, it looks so friendly, so festive. And then... and that's just the start. Welcome back, Rebecca. Alright. Now that we've got this section obscured, we can really get into the, I don't know how to put this. Definitely not friendly. Yeah, let's just go with gonna say this in helpy terms here. A serious hazard of bodily harm lawsuit. Like this is the best example of that. And here, class, is why we don't trust Fazbear Entertainment with things like rides. Let's see, go gray. Yeah, no, gray, come on. Hmm? Oh, I forgot it doesn't color that version, but that's okay. And yeah, the FNAF ride, yeah. I had heard about that because I watch a lot of those like theme park history videos. I won't lie, I'm kind of addicted to those. Uh, and yeah, I was like, oh, they were gonna make one of those. They were also gonna do a Goosebumps theme park ride years ago too, like a dark ride. Okay, cool. Because one pops in after the other, it assures they're gonna get poked. Let's see. And yeah, I'm happy to hear that. And yeah, that will be sent out. If you didn't already get, I'm not sure because I kind of am a bit new to certain parts of this. But if you didn't get the shipping number and need me to send it to you, I can get it to you if you need. As I am happy to do that if it didn't already send it to you, because I recently set up a like slightly better system where it kind of does a lot of the order work for me. Let's scooch this. And hey Valadar, I've already mentioned a couple different streams that I can't, I'm sorry. It just really, really hurts my throat to sing that way. I apologize. And yeah, I know I already did one, but it's just like that's where I learned that it really, really hurts my throat and I can't, uh, you know, do that. I'm sorry. Now I need to attach something to those to make that make sense for the saw blades. So let's slap some gears or something on there. I'm sorry, like I said, I can't. It really, really messes up my throat. If I really feel bad because if I could, I would, but it's just it messes up my throat so gosh darn bad. I can't like work after that easily at all. It really messes up my voice and my throat to sing that way. Yeah, let's get this attached and see what we're. If that'll work. Looks like it should. Like I just said, Valader, that's where I found out that I can't, because it just messed up my throat that badly. You know, like as I said, that's why I can't, because it messed up my throat so badly that I wasn't able to, like, really do any work for quite a while after. So I apologize, but I can't. Otherwise, I won't be able to really do, like, I mean, I won't really be able to do ASMRs then for quite a few days, and it's kind of hard because I need to keep on schedule and such too for this, so I'm able to put ASMRs out for you guys at a good pace so you can get them, you know, each week and all that. But yeah, so I mean, I'll just say that it's that's a very tough thing for me to do because I'd like to, but at the same time, I kind of need to, for you and the other fans, I need to keep on schedule with my producing ASMRs and things, so you'll be able to get them each week and enjoy the ASMRs as well. Yeah, I know the lyrics, Valader. It's not a matter of like not knowing the lyrics. I know you've posted a couple times asking me and showing me the lyrics that you want. But as I said, it's tough for me because I can't. It'll mess up my voice really, really badly. And sometimes, depending on that, it can actually mess up somebody's voice permanently. So, I mean, I'd kind of, depending on how rough it would be on my voice to sing that again, which it was pretty rough the first time, I wouldn't be able to, you know. So, yeah, just to let you know that that's why I didn't do it anymore and just did it that once, is because that was my warning, basically. I was like coughing for days after that, wasn't really able to talk above a certain volume. It was tough. But I mean, I will at least I'll try and work on doing the moon voice, so that way hopefully at some point I'll be able to. I'll give you that promise of I'll try to work on it, on the voice and such, so I can do it. So, no worries, Valader. I'll give it a go, but I can't give any full promises because I don't want to, promise something I can't deliver, but I will work on it. Yeah, let's see. On a different topic related to this stuff, though, and some news for some other stuff. Uh, Johnny will be playing for the, horror game character I have, the one who is supposed to just, be for horror game playthroughs, will be playing The Forest, is the game he'll be playing next. It won't be streamed, but it'll be, something that, for the character, that's how it's gonna go, is they won't be streamed, because this is my first time. I know I played, like, as Monty in character for Saints Row a while back. I believe those videos are still on YouTube. If not, oh well. Sucks. But what can you do? But yeah, so I'm hoping that those are still up, because if they are, then yeah, I've played it before, kind of like playing as a character and reacting as them. But this character is a whole new character, an original character of mine, who just simply goes by the name Johnny for now. There may be more to his name in the end. I'm unsure of that. That's a character design moment. I'm like, I have no ideas yet of his full name. For right now, I'm basically just using some initials. For his, like, other parts of his name, which is J, or no, it's, his initials would be JWF. But yeah. So I have some stuff kind of prepared. I was, before stream, messing around a little bit with the woods to see what I could do and kind of learn some of the basics of crafting, because it's a crafting game, so why not? Animated vampire coffin. Oh. Yeah, we'll have it end in that, because there's more stuff. I know under theme or something. Yeah, scene theme or theme. And yes, Rebecca, I would agree. He's a horse of another color. And yay, I'm happy to hear that. You're excited to see and can't wait to see it. Yeah, I like Moondrop. Sorry I jump around a little bit, folks. But yeah, I'm happy to hear that. But I also like Helpy, Sundrop and Moondrop and Glamrock. Freddy. Although for like some of my original characters, I still say Volt, just because of the like process I went through when making him was really fun. I started listening to just a lot of 80s music, remembered an 80s music band I really liked, Oingo Boingo. And that's actually why, like, design-wise, he has that bright orange hair. It's designed off of Danny Elfman's hairstyle from when he was in that band. So I was like, ooh, I like this idea. Alright, let's see. Let's give this a more... Do we go... No, okay, yeah, we'll go kind of older, dirtier looking metal so it matches the rest. Ooh, my favorite color. I kind of like... I would say for favorites that I like purple, which is also kind of funny because I used to cosplay Joker, so it's kind of like, well, that worked out. But when I was younger, it used to be like red, kind of bright, almost fire engine red. Oh, weird taste in color right there for differences. Like, both very kind of can hurt your eyes depending on the brightness. No, it wasn't the repair droid. That was it. The robot arm. Which lullaby is that? Because depending on the person you ask, is it the one I did, or because depending on the person you ask, it's Rises the Moon, or I forget what else, but there's another song that a lot of people think of for Moondrop. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. The one that I did for one of the SMRs. Yeah, the Hushel Baby. That one, the person who requested it actually gave me those lyrics in the comments. So I did that. But that's, as I said, where I learned the hard lesson, kind of sad lesson. Because I do feel bad that I can't do the singing for you, but it's just, yeah, that's where I learned that it really just hurts my throat to the point where it feels like I've gargled glass or something. Yeah, colorful way to describe it, Spring Jelly. I approve of the laughing there too, because it's like, it's an interesting way to describe it. Gargled glass. Alright. Color this, and then I wanna, I mean, it's not completely done this chunk yet, but I wanna take a ride on this. Take a look at how this feels. Alright, stop test, start test, there we go. Because as I said, view-wise, it'll also be kind of hidden. Oh god, the Reese's Puffs. Dang it. Oh, Spring Jelly, now you got it in my head. Yay, now we're all together on it. Oh. We can all together go crazy because we just hear it stuck in our heads. Ooh, now here comes the fun part, so to speak. Yes. Eat 'em up, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. All right. Oh Lord. Ah, wow. Okay, yeah, that's intense. Yeah, that'll do nicely. I half want to do kind of what I did for my Joker theme park, which is I actually recorded me doing a Joker impression, uh, doing like announcements for some of the rides, and then some of the other rides that were based on supervillains were voiced too. Like I had a Killer Croc one, where I had, I'll admit. And what am I gonna name this one? I'm thinking, uh, oh, let's think. Oh God, I could just call it Family Fun Time. Because it is meant to like attract kids. I hope it does. I really hope it does. More just for the terribleness of, there are children riding this ride that just like cuts you to ribbons and stuff at the end. fact, speaking of cut you to ribbons at the end, I think I'm gonna duplicate these and kind of scooch them a little bit. It'll look fine in some ways if done right. There we go. Because as I said, like, the game doesn't allow you to actually, like, kill or hurt the patrons in these ways, but, some of them I had built back in the day. I was like, you know, in real life, you'd not come out the other side, okay? You'd be, like, decapitated or something terrible. But yeah, the rest of the zone is gonna be all themed. And yeah, count the ways, yay. Because that was something I was inspired by. I was like, after last stream, I was just watching one or two videos that I like, and Count the Ways was one of them. And I was like, ooh, oh, this is dark humor and I love it. Let's build a ride that's just Funtime Freddy's, like, the inside of his chest. And it just popped into my head, and it was so terrible, but awesome. And then we'll end with a nice little kit going. And yep, everybody loves a little dark humor. Even if you don't admit it, I feel a lot of people do like some dark humor here and there. So first we kind of level it out with the track there. What? Tilt down for me properly. There we go. And then we'll raise that sucker up a little bit. And we'll duplicate this and have it on the other side as well, because I have an idea for this where there's going to be one on each side. Yeah, they'll need to be tilted in a little bit more. Just a scooch. There we go. And then we this isn't gonna be thorough at all. It slices, it dices. I still say, like, that's another ASMR that I half want to do, but I'm kind of scared to do, because I'm like, oh, Funtime Freddy would be an awesome ASMR to do and fun, but it's just like, oh, Funtime Foxy was kind of tough. Not on my voice, but just like to get it just right. I can do the voice, but it's the attitude of like, I don't know, I kind of wanted like this certain attitude going. And it was tough to get that just right, or I was satisfied with it. I knew you guys may be satisfied with it, but I was like, I wouldn't be. My picky self would just be like, nope, do it again. Alright, there we go. For legal purposes, I am supposed to warn you all this is not a safe ride. Just Helpy standing outside of each ride each day. That's his job now in this park. He's just there to basically say, like, by the way, this ain't safe. You gonna ride it? Okay. It's the most he can do in a place like this. Right, yeah, and then since it curves around there, that means the little trip there is over. So let's give this a test now. We'll start the ride over again, and then we'll just ride it all the way. Okay, so the nausea, the fear. Okay, cool. So hopefully it isn't too terrible, and people will be willing to ride this. Hello, this is Helpy. Just letting you all know. Let me try this one more time. I need to get used to doing the rattling off things fast. Hello, this is Helpy. Please keep your hands and arms inside the car at all times. By the way, you have signed a waiver that completely makes us non-liable for any injuries. Thank you, Rebecca. I'm happy you enjoy it. I'm definitely enjoying making it. I love these sorts of weird things. Oh, good lord. Okay, I'm not sure if it's the car itself, timing-wise, but the fact that it just didn't hit the saw blades at all kind of makes it funny. Like, oh, you go through all that, and then suddenly the saw blades are like, miss you. And yeah, if you guys hear me leaning away from the mic at all, I'm snacking on a protein bar. Come on. Okay, so they do kind of hit it. Alright. Alright, that's good. Alright, now it's time for the second test. In a way, I'm opening it to the patrons of the park. Let's see. Hey. You. No, you. You, yeah. Come here. Do you want to ride the ride? I said, do you want to ride the ride? Good. That's more like it. It works somehow. I don't know how, but it worked. Drops near ride again. You will ride the ride. Come on, it's a family thing. Everybody, no. You don't want that ride, little Timmy. You want this ride, Timmy. Come on, you know you and your family, you don't... The other ride's boring, come on. I said the other ride is boring, come on. Yay! Apparently, Timmy didn't think so because he totally was like, you know what, Dad? The second time we got dropped by some random invisible hand of God, I think that was a sign. Let's write it. Oh, God. Oh. Oh. Where's car number 2 with Timmy? Yep, here's Timmy.
Okay, here comes the fun part.
Ooh. Ah, Timmy's lucky. He got missed by the first few things. Yes, I do. I remember that meme, Rebecca. I love those. Like Lord Frederick Fazington III. No, you weren't. Yay, so people are actually riding it, and it's got a good turnout for speed due to the speed of the vehicles being so fast. So, yeah. Lots of people gonna be enjoying this, so to speak. Okay. So the blade will hit them occasionally. Good to know. Hmm. Boulders, what else we got? Hmm. Okay, that fist on it is something that I'm not too big on. That'll do. I'm definitely enjoying the fact that pretty much every stream I've done now there has been at least one random hilarious thing to just get me to crack up. And Rebecca, that is definitely one of them. There we go. Now it's just close enough. See, this is one of those rides where like you keep your hands and arms inside the car at all times. It probably won't help much, but you probably should. I'm swinging what shoes there? Oh. I mean, this may be a bit overkill, but I don't care. I mean, we've pretty much got the whole, like, minus freezing to death. We've pretty much got the whole group from, the whole group of, deaths. Well, that and electrocution. From Count the Ways. So who knows? Maybe I'll just throw those in for fun. And for some reason, it seems like patrons are actually enjoying this. Like, they're like, ooh, it's a thrill. I mean, it's all visual effects in the game, so I suppose that does kind of work out, but it's still kind of funny that people are like,
Oh, honey, let's go ride the ride where we get electrocuted. Or where we get cut to pieces.
I'm like, wait, what, hon?
You heard me.
You're right. Like, this is a very violating kind of ride here. It is not good. Yeah, I know it's just the floor for right now, but there are other pieces for zapping in this that I'm gonna use. Let's see where they are. Electrocon. There it is. Wait, was there something else? Lightning strike impact? Oh, no. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Some electric sparks flying off of it here and there. Yes. That's debris. There we go. Snow planet. And we'll push that part down a little bit. And yes, I totally would feel violated too, honestly, because this seems like a pretty messed up ride where, like, I don't know, this just number one doesn't seem right. Number two, like, some messed up stuff going on here. Alright, so now we got all the goodies. Electrocution, freezing, all the good stuff. I forget which video game it was that I played, but it's a line from a video game. Not Funtime Freddy, but I don't know, just looking at this.
Why, hello there. Why, hello there. I have a fine assortment of death for you today.
Just freaking. Uh. Alright, see you when you return, Spring Jelly. Actually, one more touch for this, I think, is necessary. Just kind of like foggy, kind of mist going. Because that way I can just color it to kind of a icy kind of thing going. Which I know sounds a little random, but yeah. Nice, there we go. Let's see how this all looks. Okay, that is pretty intense, and I like how that turned out. So yeah, we'll enclose that after we kind of add some other decoratives around as well for the other zones. Yeah, I hope everybody's day or evening is going well. Cause you know. Oh, you're welcome, Rebecca. I'm happy you like it. It's a good one. Welcome back, Spring Jelly. And yeah, I am having a pretty good day, to be honest. Not too bad. definitely a little anxious. I wouldn't say like stressed, but I'm anxious about it because I'm like, oh, I I haven't played a survival game for years. I mean, Minecraft, yeah, but that's like, there's a straight up survival game where it's like, no, 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 we're not giving you the option for creative. You need to actually survive, which is cool. That's fine with me. But yeah, The Forest is the game I'm talking about. Excuse me. Oof. Excuse me. But yeah, that basically, I'm going to be later tonight messing around playing the video game The Forest in order to kind of learn it for Johnny's next video. So that'll be interesting, and I'm gonna also try more just for my own entertainment a little bit, playing it in VR version, because I was like, oh, good lord. This will be intense. All I can imagine happening, though, like, I instantly was like, oh, I know one thing that is going to happen without fail, which is just me randomly encountering an enemy in that if I play it in VR, and it's going to be run, 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 oh god, oh god, oh god, oh run, 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 run. Oh, that thing is behind me. And right, it is a whole different level of fun. That's why I was like, I was actually kind of oddly excited when people mentioned, or the poll kind of showed that people wanted that. I was like, ooh, that means, I can actually play that and that'll be really cool. What is this? Oh, I forgot. That's just like a prop item that's a skull that just looks like it's laughing. I had a lot of random Halloween-y type of things for this game at one point due to one of my saves that I built some stuff like that basically. Yeah, let's lure him in one portion of it with some cute little bunny toys and stuff. And yeah, I hope I have fun too. It ought to be interesting because I've just never played that type of game. Well, I have, but I just haven't in a long time played like a hardcore survival game. I used to with one of my friends play 7 Days to Die, because that was one game that you could like through console kind of play with other players, and so we would basically just start a private lobby and play with each other on it, me and my old roommate. It was pretty funny. Sometimes, kind of, I feel like a bit of a dick gamer-wise, though, for doing this, but there was like a zombified bear in 7 Days as something you can encounter, and it was attacking our base, and I had this little secret underground area that my roommate knew about, but see, he didn't have time to really break the block like I did before it got in, and so I was kind of hiding, and it turned into this joke of like, him being like, God damn it, where is the bear now? Is it still in the house? I had to run up onto the roof to get away from it. And I was like, it's still here. I hear like growling outside of the little like, basically little spider hole that I'm in. And I was like, never mind and I look kind of like a raider from Fallout. So the first thing that came into my head was, never mind the raider in the spider hole. Just go away. There's nothing here. And yeah, like my roommate, he wasn't legit pissed, but he definitely cracked a couple jokes of like, "Oh yeah, you and your flippin' spider hole in our base doing nothing to save me against a giant frickin' rabid Zombie bear. By the end of it, though, I actually dug me and him. Like, at first it was a joke because it was just this little tucked in spot that you would just block off with a block and it fit a person in it. Just to hide from zombies and stuff in case they attacked. But then it turned into this full underground secret passage type of thing that had a small bunker room in it that me and my roommate ended up using as our main room in the game. When, like, because in 7 days they have, like, the zombie horde evening where there's way more zombies. So some evenings we would actually hide out down there and the zombies couldn't get to us or find us because of how it was sealed off. And then when we decided to get rid of the save, we were like, you know what? Let's have one last big epic moment. We built this, like, garage with bikes in it. And then, like, a small separate base that just kind of looked like a backup type of base. And we ended up doing this badass escape. I want to see... Now I want to see either Glitch Trap or, like, just Afton in the Glitch Trap, suit. Handing out Easter eggs and just, like, his kids just looking at him, like, confused or embarrassed. Probably Michael would be under the embarrassed category. Although, oddly, with my version of Afton, if not being evil, I just jokingly imagine him, I mean, even if not being evil, my main point is that I kind of see him handing out coupons instead of any candy. It's just coupons for the Fazbear Pizzeria. Not even big discounts, just basically a way to be like, get people to go to this place. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's add some jump scare to the ride and just have this not sitting like that, like this. So it's only as they get past that they'll see it on the sides there. Exactly. That's what I feel like a good jump scare is. One that you don't even know is gonna happen. Like old school jump scares that I adore in video games is Bioshock 1. There is a scene where you're like picking up one of the audio recordings in the game. And, you know, that's just normal in that game. You do that a lot. But then the room suddenly floods with steam and right behind you, like there's no noise that this enemy makes if you don't turn around yet. So you don't know until you've turned around that there is an enemy right behind you who is a melee type one, which points to the game designers for that because as soon as you turn around, it activates it basically and it's like, oh, smack, and hits you. Yes. I I approve. And yeah, speaking of like the advertisement stuff, I had so much fun making the Helpy Pin ad. That was hilariously fun to do. I really enjoyed it. Although the only tough part was doing the like timing of certain things and then kind of getting just that right level of like old VHS tape without being so bad that it's an eyesore or how else to put it, or that it, you know, kind of is hard to read things. And yeah, another thing to mention as well, eventually, I will be trying to put out on some different places because I'm going to be working on some different, like, locations for posting stuff in the end. But, yeah, I want to try and get some of the, like, lore for Johnny posted. I posted some of it on my Discord. So, you know, if anybody wants to see some of it, some of the lore and imagery is on there for people to see if they want to see some of Johnny's lore. But I will be trying to post it on some different spots in the end. It's just, you know, with keeping schedule and all, it is getting tough to do all that. Hey, Blight, welcome to the stream. We are currently building a death trap, basically. And yes, lore. I do adore lore. That's why I like working with my original character sometimes too, because it's just so fun to, I don't know, just have so much freedom to work with the lore and mess around with it. Oh, it's the last episode of Owl House? Oh. Oh, that stuff always hits me hard with any show, really. Because I as a kid, there were so many good shows that came out where they were like, we're done with this, right? Yeah, nobody likes it. When really it's like fans were like, no, we love this, please don't stop. You know. And oh. Yeah, Spring Jelly, I'm happy I'm not the only one who's gone through that. Because it is tough with shows being in like the 90s and then like past the 90s. There were just so many shows that did that where they just decided to quit on us or something, you know, whether it was the studios. A lot of the time it was the studios, sadly. And we're like, this just isn't working out for the demographic we want it to work out for. Whereas it's like, well, who cares if it's kids or adults watching it? You're getting viewer ratings. You know, accept it, go with it. Enjoy the ratings you're getting. Some people would kill for ratings. Nah. Let's go a little more. There we go. Yeah, like, well, making this ride right now, I won't lie to you folks. I've kind of got count the ways, not playing literally, but I've got it kind of going in my head right now. I can't lie. I've never heard of that one. I'll need to check that out at some point then. 'Cause I do love those types of things, like odd or obscure shows. I really like those. Although then again, there are some 90s shows, I think is why. Is because there are some 90s shows that were like, they're obscure now. They're just lost media, even though I'm like, oh, I remember that. And alright, I will see you when you return then. Let's see here. What does this color control? Okay, that color controls that. So let's go white. Or no, let's go the opposite way. Now, mind you, this is the weird best thing I can come up with. Oh, Rockadoodle. Oh my god, yes. That is another good one I like. I haven't seen that in a while. That's a good film. You people got me nostalgia tripping a bit here. That's not necessarily a bad thing in my mind. Kind of just enjoying some nostalgia. I am doing good, Crystal. I am just relaxing a bit, and gaming and messing around here with a Funtime Freddy themed ride. Excuse me, Yanni. But yeah, so now we've got the Funtime Freddy ride pretty much like the main important part. The rest will just kind of be weird decoratives and cutesy stuff. But it'll pretty much all be covered up and enclosed. Depending on things, I may call the stream quits here in a bit. But not just yet, you know. So I'm gonna stay up decently late tonight, probably either way, to do some testing. And oh, nice. That is awesome. Oh wait, people. Oh. Yeah, those people all looked nauseous. So I think due to how weird this ride is, it makes people nauseous, but they're still riding it. That's hilarious. Can we... What? How do those not count as a part of the ride? Oh, we'll figure that out later. Part of it doesn't count as the ride, but oh well. But yeah, I'm still very satisfied for other locations that I don't know about yet, but this is going to be a Monty ride. So we'll have a Monty Gator themed ride here. This chunk I'm probably just going to put some generic fairgrounds rides. You know. And then kind of just basically this whole area here at the beginning is just going to be fairground rides. Aside from the Fun Time Freddy one, obviously. And then, yeah, the whole rest of it, I don't really have ideas. This chunk, I kind of have an idea for it. Which is, I'm going to try my best to make an enterable thing. And no worries, Crystal, it's okay. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, too. And thank you. But yeah, so, that's some of the future plans for the park, folks, is have an actual enterable, like, FNAF restaurant. And then some other FNAF-themed rides, obviously. But, yeah, and one thing I noticed, because I recolored the Roxas Raceway cars, is, for some reason, I don't know what I did to do this, but if you watch their headlights, they're bright green. For some reason, I don't know why. I was just trying to color them like white, red, and green. Now, mind you, the cars are kind of randomized. So you don't know, you know, when they're gonna, or, you know, what color it's gonna be. It's kind of just, random which car it colors, I believe, or something like that. But yeah, I can't easily choose every car's color. So I was like, oh, I'll just go this way. But then I was watching them go down the track and was like, oh, wow. It's got neon green headlights, I guess. But yeah, I just thought, I know that we've ridden it before, folks, but I want to ride it again. Some of the rides I built in this game, I actually did enjoy riding them. I won't lie. yeah, as you can see from like a normal view, you can't really see much outside of this zone. And yeah, it is the day before Easter. Kind of, I don't know. Kind of interesting. I've been forgetting about some holidays and I feel bad. Like, that's why I feel kind of bad. I didn't say I was going to, because I didn't know if I would be able to, or if I'd even remember. But at one point, one person asked, could I do like a Valentine's thing with Monty? And I wanted to, but I spaced. I ended up forgetting it was Valentine's Day altogether. It just whizzed right over my head date-wise. And I missed it. This is the problem with burying your nose too far in your work. But yeah, folks, let me check what time it is, because as I said, I may be ending the stream soonish here. Because I wanted to kind of end it a little bit earlier tonight, before 9 in the evening, my time. And it is getting pretty close to 8 here. It's 7 minutes from now. So I will just hang out a little bit longer, but not too much longer. You know, and doing the stream, because I do have some prepping to do, sadly, for, as I said, you know, doing some trying out the game, seeing how it goes. I'm gonna try and avoid actually getting into the really deep encounters with enemies and stuff in the forest, because I do legit want to be scared. And yeah, and seeing a person play those, to me at least, it is entertaining, but it doesn't produce the same experience if I'm like, you know, watching it and certain details of the game experience are mentioned or talked about. That's why I like Jacksepticeye's stuff, because he definitely shows his appreciation of some good audio work, and as somebody who does audio work, I'm like, thank you. I finally see a YouTuber who like understands who does gaming. I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm like, a YouTuber actually praises the good audio work, where it's like in the right ears, at the right spots, the reverbs, the little details. Oh, I love it. Yeah, happy Easter, everybody. By the way, for anybody who's watching this, you know, later on today or during Easter, happy Easter to you, everyone. And if you're doing some egg hunts or things like that, I hope you get many an egg. And maybe if they, you know, put like a dollar bill in there like they did for mine. Because there was one like person in our neighborhood who always be like, we'll have just one egg that has $1 in it. Now mind you, if an adult found it, there was actually an unspoken rule that I learned years later, where they told all the adults when the kids were out, they were like, if you find an egg with $1 in it, you look around, see if any kids are watching, and you put it back. You know, you don't touch it. You leave it alone. But you could do the egg hunt. But it was cool that, you know, a kid could get $1. It was real cool, you know, that idea of like, I got $1. Yeah, and it was sweet. And I did like that, and every person stuck to that rule. Even one teenager, I still found it funny, because he was like, I didn't know him personally, but he kind of looked like the type, at least a little bit, to be like, you know, just steal the money. Looked like he was about to. Another teenager that I had seen him talking to as if they were friends looks at him and gives him this look of, nah, man, don't. And he just looks down at the egg with this look of like, you're right, and just puts it back. Couple minutes later, a little kid came up, and just like, kid's face lit up when they found that egg with $1 in it. It's like, oh, that is sweet. Cause I mean, heck, to like the little kids that would find it, that's $1. That's quite a lot for a little kid to have right there. Yeah, definitely. I may be Jewish, but I do adore all sorts of different holidays too, honestly. And in the neighborhood I lived, it was kind of one of those neighborhoods in the 90s that all the moms were like, let's all basically get to know each other so that, you know, we can help keep track of each other's kids or things like that, or blah, 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 you know, have little parties. And so, yeah, there would be like Christmas parties. 1 or 2 years there were Hanukkah parties with people in the neighborhood. I want to check something here. Wow, that's a lot of crime. Anyway. Wait, we haven't even done marketing for this park. Cereal box adverts. And, yes, family hour. And then one more. Yeah, newspaper. Cool. Now we've got everything. And yes, in a weird way, I was trying to kind of... I don't know if this is exact, but basically I tried to match the whatchamacallit, the actual, game and stuff, the things that the advertisements are shown on. Or at least in my mind for the family TV one, I was like, well, I do kind of expect they had family TV going for adverts. Alright, now I should probably end the stream because my alarm just went off. But before we do, I feel we need to give Volt, Dover, and Slippy, like we just did there, their, you know, promotion, so to speak. Because now they've been fully trained to take care of things better. Just like how Dover is now like the best security guard he can be. And being paid an insane amount. Because he deserves it. It's Volt. Or Dover, sorry. Dover is the security guard. My brain, that's my own character brain. What you doing? Nice. And yeah, I've never felt that all Christians are that way. Don't worry, Rebecca. I'm not one of those people who thinks that way about it. I've actually known quite a few Christians who are really chill. Like one of my friends, you would never really guess he's Christian unless he told you. I mean, he didn't swear anything, but it was just like he just didn't swear. Kind of thing vibe. It was like, oh, he just doesn't like swearing a lot. It's not necessarily, you know, religious or anything upbringing. It's just, I just didn't like to swear. It came off. But then I learned, yeah, his parents didn't like him to swear, so he just didn't, and he didn't like swearing that much either, so it worked out. Let's see, Slippy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I can't change that. That's something different. But I know that you can like change certain ones to do certain things. Uh, depending on the security guards or whatnot. So maybe we'll do that one time. Welcome back, Jelly. I am actually about to end the stream. My apologies, Jelly, for you coming back at that poor timing. But I will be streaming next weekend again as well. Just like always, now that I'm, back on schedule, now that my computer's working again. Okay, thank you for understanding, Jelly, because, yeah, that's, I always worry about that when streaming. I don't want to cut it off too short for you folks. But there's some days or nights where I need to get extra work in to kind of prep for things. So it's one of those things where I really wish I could stream longer. I may one of these days also be starting one of these streams earlier, my time, just to make, sure that everybody can really enjoy it and get to see it earlier. But yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And, well, next time we do this stream, there will probably at least be, I'm gonna try and do, like, the framework, so to speak, the basics, the kind of like, how for Roxy's Raceway, there was all this rock work I needed to do. I'll probably do some framework for Monty Gators. Excuse me. Monty Gators ride, which will go right here. Because it's kind of going to be like a bayou, swampy kind of thing almost. Thank you, Rebecca. Oh, well, I hope, whatever is making it hard for you to sleep, Spring Jelly, that you can end up getting some rest. Because I know that that can be very important sometimes. And I say sometimes because I do the same thing. Sleep isn't for me sometimes, I feel. But then my body is yelling at me I need sleep. But that's why I never judge any of you folks for staying up late, because I'd be a real hypocrite if I did that. But yeah, I will see you folks next stream. And I hope that you all, as I said, have a wonderful evening or day or what have you. And yeah. See you folks until next stream.